Hey guys, today I want to film a very exciting video. Essentially, we're talking about whether or not newborn cloth diapering is worth it. And that's a very heated topic, I would say. There are a lot of different reasons to be cloth diapering, like the environment and saving money and just the cute little butts. And there's a lot of different reasons you might want to cloth diaper. But today we're going to kind of focus on the financial end of things. I'm going to show you my ideal newborn cloth diaper setup and how much that would cost, and compare it to how much it would cost to put your baby in disposables in the newborn days. So from my experience, I'm going to call the newborn days from birth to 3 months old. So we're talking about a 3-month period here. That's when my little Eren started outgrowing his newborn diapers and had to start getting into the one size stuff. So I think that's a reasonable little time frame here. If you have a bigger baby, of course they're going to spend less time in newborn diapers, but that's one of the things that you can't always tell. Is my baby going to be a big kid? Is he going to grow out of his diapers really quickly? Is he going to be able to fit in them for a long time? You can't really know that, especially if it's your first baby and you just don't have the experience. You don't know how long your baby's going to be able to use your newborn cloth diapers. So that's another thing to keep in mind, something that you're not really necessarily going to know right off the bat. So I've done a bunch of math here. I've got all kinds of notes on what's going to come in this video. So first of all, let's talk about what my ideal newborn stash would be. I did a video about it months and months ago when I still had like a little guy, and so I just went back to that video, kind of took a look at the numbers that I had and adjusted them a little bit, and then came up with the costs that everything is going to cost you. So my newborn stash, my ideal newborn stash, my little list is like 20 months old now, so I'm not like fresh out of this, but I went back and watched one of my old videos, a couple of my old videos. So this is going to be my ideal newborn stash. Covers, I would get 8 of them at least, and I really liked the Thirsties. This is the duo wrap size 1, and I really like the fit of these buttons newborn diapers. And I've also heard a lot of people really like the Diaper Rite newborns. I haven't ever tried them, but I do own Diaper Rite 1 sizes, and I really like them, so I think I might like those too. So I took numbers from Thirsties and buttons and came up with something like $12.50, $13.25 a piece for those 8 covers. This here is a size small Green Mountain Diapers workhorse fitted diaper, but I would recommend the newborn sizes. I didn't have the newborn size, but if I were to redo it, I would totally go with the newborn size. So I would get 12 of these, and you can get them in 6-packs on the Green Mountain Diaper site for $68.10 for a 6-pack, so double that, and you've got your workhorses. And then I would go with 18, and they also come in 6-packs, of the one size birdseye flats from Green Mountain Diapers. So those are $15.95 for a 6-pack times 3. And then I would get 6 of these little small hemp inserts from Green Mountain Diapers as well, and those are going to cost you $17.70 altogether for 6 of these. These are just little like boosters that you can add into any diaper to add a little bit of extra absorbency in there, and they're perfect little size to go on a baby. So these are really awesome. I love having these, and we still use these in our regular collection. We also still use our one size birdseye flats in our regular collection as well. So you're going to get a little bit of extra bang for your buck out of these guys because you can use them as baby gets bigger too. So with everything all together, for a newborn stash, we're talking about 300 bucks. 300 bucks, and that's not even including accessories. When I went down and broke down one size diapering, which I also did a video on, which I will leave it down below or whatever, so you guys can see my cost breakdown on my ideal one size stash. If you add in accessories from that one size stash, that's another 115 bucks. So just the diapers alone are going to cost you 300 bucks, plus the accessories, which you're going to use the whole time you're diapering, is another 115 bucks. So it's going to cost you over $400 just to get started cloth diapering. And I think this is a very middle ground kind of selection that I am giving you right here. I don't feel like it's crazy extravagant, and I don't feel like it's super duper cheap. I feel like this is very like middle of the road, not too expensive, not too cheap, and still gonna work for you. So at over 400 bucks for like a very basic little newborn stash, that's pretty expensive, right? So let's talk about how much it's gonna cost to disposable diaper your baby. Just going off of like Target website, looking at diapers. I put an estimate on 10 diapers a day, which in the newborn days, you might get a lot more than that. But as like you get closer to the 3-month mark, you might not be quite at 10 diapers a day. But I just put it as at an average of like 10 diapers a day for 3 months. It's gonna cost you $112 for the Up and Up Target brand of diapers, up to like $330 for like Pampers Pure, like the fancy diapers. So $400 in cloth versus $100 to $330 in disposables for one baby. So is newborn cloth diapering really worth it? That's still something hard to answer for you guys. If you're only having one kid, financially, it's probably not gonna be worth it. You may just barely like spend the same amount of money. You know, it may just even out. It's not gonna save you any money, but it's not gonna cost you anything extra either if you're only having one kid. If you're gonna put your diapers on more than one kid though, eventually it's gonna pay for itself, and since newborn diapers are not used for that long of a period of time, they're gonna hold up pretty well for you if you're storing them correctly, right? So if you leave your diapers in like a damp, gross basement and they get all soaked and yucky and mold and stuff grows on them, you're not taking very good care of your diapers. But if you take good care of them between babies, it's definitely gonna end up saving you money, and they're gonna wear really well. They're not gonna be like your regular one-size stash where you're putting it through 3 years of diaper changes and then another 3 years on your next kid and then another 3 years on your next kid. You're only doing like 3 months on each baby, so it's gonna be okay in the end. So overall, I would say newborn cloth diapering is not necessarily worth it financially if you're only going to have one kid, and it may just barely pay for itself on that one kid, just depending on what you would have done as far as disposable diapering is concerned. You know, sometimes you have baby showers and you get a ton of disposable diapers at your baby shower, so those are like essentially free diapers, right? So you gotta factor that in as well. You wouldn't have necessarily been spending $100 to $300 in disposables, maybe only like half that if you had some diapers given to you for your baby shower. So yeah, overall, it may not financially be worth it for one kid, but I definitely think it's gonna pay for itself in the long run. If you have 2 or more babies, putting your cloth diapers on those little babies is gonna end up saving you money in the long run. But it is a big investment right up front when you're already thinking about, you know, the nursery and buying cribs and changing tables and clothes and food and all that kind of stuff. When you're thinking about all those things you already have to spend a bunch of money on for your baby, thinking about another few $100s to spend on diapers can be a little nerve-wracking all at one time. Now you can always add diapers into your stash gradually, which is really great for anybody who's on like a super tight budget. Instead of going out and buying, you know, a $25 box of disposables, maybe put your money in buying a few packs of flats or a couple different covers or something and just gradually build up your stash. But you do need to keep in mind the fact that if you're going to be building up your stash like piece by piece to kind of help with your budget and everything, a newborn stash can only be used for a certain amount of time. So if you wait until baby's already here to start buying your pieces week by week, you're not going to end up being able to use them for the full amount of time that you should have if you were building up your stash while you were still pregnant. I hope that makes sense. So you do need to like at least a little bit of forethought while you're still pregnant before baby's actually here. You need to start considering what you're going to buy, maybe buy week by week or month by month, a little bit of diapers at a time so that your stash is like ready to go when baby's here so you can use it for the most amount of time once baby's born. So like I said, all these numbers are just kind of averages, just kind of the numbers that I put together, the stash that I would have liked to have as a very, not a crazy over the top stash, not like a perfect, like if I had $1 million I would buy this stash, but as a reasonable budgeting mom, this is the stash I would have gone with as a newborn cloth diaperer, a newborn cloth diapering mom, versus how much I would have spent in disposables just based on regular old Target diaper prices. So I hope this video was a little bit helpful for you guys. If you do have any questions, please leave them down below, and I will link my newborn baby diapering videos down there. I can't believe my baby's already so big. It's like so hard to remember like the newborn days, but the numbers are all still there. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you next time.